In the northern part of Nigeria, there's a state called Gotham. Gotham was originally a town near the border of Zamfara state, but due to the mass reports of kidnapping, deaths, and rape that came from Gotham, the governor of Zamfara, with the help of the president Oswald, had no other choice but to divide the rest of the civilized Zamfara from the barbarians that based in Gotham. They built a giant border around Gotham and branded it the 37th state of Nigeria. Now Gotham is basically a prison state, meaning all the prisons are built in Gotham. If you don't f up by stealing or committing any other type of crime anywhere in Nigeria, you will be arrested and sent to any of the many prisons in Gotham. Don't get me wrong, Sha, there are still good and responsible people in Gotham. For example, Mr. Waye, man's the richest man in Nigeria. It's ironic that the man born and raised in Gotham is the richest man in Nigeria. Mr. Waye owns more than half of the private prisons in Gotham, so it's no surprise that he's that goddamn rich, if you ask me. Mr. Waye is married to Mrs. Matata, who was a simple tailor before Mr. Waye came to the village to marry her. Mr. Waye was pressured by his mother. They both lived up a creepy ass mountain or hill in a very luxurious mansion. The hill was filled with bats flying around and wild creatures moving around freely within the bushes. Mama and Papa Waye tried to persuade Mr. Waye to get another building located somewhere safer, but Mr. Waye refused. He said it would be harder for them to kidnap me if I live up a mountain. Mama and Papa Waye just responded with "Sharp," and they never brought up the topic again. Anyways, years later, Mr. and Mrs. Waye had a child, a boy. They named that boy Brusem, which is short for Bobo Owem. That boy is me. I am Brusem, the heir to the Wayne fortune. The heir to the Waye fortune. Well, not really though. You see, I was born retarded. That's fancy for dumb. Not technically born dumb per se. More like when I was a baby, several rabid bats hit me, and that made me retarded. Or at least so I was told. My dad said that if he knew that was what would have happened to me, he would have hauled our asses down that goddamn hill the moment he saw the first bat. I can't even start describing to you how terrible my life has been. Can't even start because it was bad. So I won't. All I can say is that it was not as if God didn't make my life hard enough. They had to give me another low blow, a very, very low blow, when I was 7. I remember that night like it was yesterday. My parents and I were just back from the market. We were taking a shortcut back home when the cultist came out of the shadows to rob us. He was after what was in my mom's bag. It was after the onions we just bought from the supermarket. Like, for some reason, onions is very expensive in Gotham. The bastard shot my parents because of onions. The whole thing just do me like dream. 1 second, my parents are by my side, and then I hear 2 gunshots and my parents' body fell into the gutter. The gutter. That night was the first time I said something other than I don't understand why, but after my parents got shot, I shouted, "Dark night!" Maybe it was because the cultists emerged from the darkest nights. I don't know. All I know is that after that day, maybe due to some post-traumatic shit, the only word I could say was dark nights. After that night, I swore to myself that I would become a vigilante and fight for the defenseless, using all the money at my disposal to prepare myself. I would have done all of that if my wicked uncle and my thieving butler did not steal the money from me. Now, all I have is a dirty piece of clothing that I tore from the suits my dad wore that night he was killed. I tore holes in them and wrapped it around my head and my body. I am ready to fight crime as the dark night. I am the night.